This is not a kid-friendly show.
Yo, what is really good, my dudes? Today is August 21st, 2017, and we got another RuneScape update for y'all. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it and see what we got. So we have the Shattered Worlds anima rebalancing, which has been a long time coming, so let's just get right into it. We heard your feedback, and the anima rates of the Shattered Worlds has been increased significantly. Worlds 71 and above will now award 29 to 37 or more million anima per hour, depending on your own personal combat capacities and other random factors in Shattered Worlds. The amount awarded for completing the challenges has also increased. At bronze you get 250k, silver you get 1 mil, and gold at 7.5 million anima. We've also adjusted the price of the huge Slayer lamps in the Shattered Worlds reward shop to 6 mil to account for the new and improved anima rates. So that is really the main game update. We got a much needed increase in the anima, so we can finally get those abilities at a timely manner. Without any further ado though, we're going to jump into the patch notes and see what we got going on over there. So let's go check it out. They've extended the Death Swiftness animation to last longer when using the Planted Feet perk. Butterflies have had their model realigned in the Hunter skill interface. The lobby background drop menu no longer cut off slightly at the bottom. Strikebow no longer listed twice in the defense skill guide. You can now use the teleport and skill spells when wielding a ranged weapon if you have the correct runes in your inventory. You now cannot unlock raid abilities until you have the corresponding level. You can now disassemble Superior, Void top and bottom. Fixed an issue with the Divination skill guide regarding transmuting divine energy. Corrupt Stadius full helm now degrades correctly in combat. The oily fishing rod can now be redeemed from Garant during and post completion of the hero's quest. Players will now no longer have cutscenes skipped automatically during Brink of Extinction if they have a familiar out. 4 new override options have been added: Magic Offhand and Shield overrides for basic and illuminated god books. Complete 1 book or illumination to unlock the override. Completing all the illuminated books will unlock their colors as recolor options, and completing all 6 will unlock the ability to use other recolors, including prismatic dyes. It fixed an issue where using aura on aura refresh ignored the tier of the aura refresh. Players can now equip the Necklace of Hearts from the Queen of Hearts outfit via the next slot. Resolved an issue with some teleport tablets not giving wilderness warnings to players and updated the warning screen. A floating wall torch in Polnivich has been fastened down in accordance with Caridian safety guidelines. They've corrected the spelling of Dagonoth in the Slayer Codex. Resolved an issue with the max guild skill portal menus when a player used the keybind on a locked menu item. The toggle to interface options that disables short keys closing windows is now enabled by default for new players. Free-to-play players can now receive and equip offhand drops from bosses within Dungeoneering. Pay-to-play offhand equipment from bronze to rune that isn't otherwise locked behind membership, such as darts, throwing axes, claws, defenders, and some low-level shields, can now be equipped in free-to-play. Pay-to-play main hand claws, darts, and throwing axes from bronze can now be equipped in free-to-play. Steel studs can now be smithed in free-to-play. The repair pouch spell has reduced its rune cost to 1 astral, 1 cosmic, and 1 law rune from 2 astral, 1 cosmic, and 1 law. They've increased the XP rates across the various activities by 50% in Livid Farm. Araxor's percent for the wall health, burn, and acidity levels will now always display on the progress bar. In Livid Farm, bundle, produce, logs, and planks are now stackable in the player's inventory. When finding an elite skilling outfit fragment, it now states how many you find. In Livid Farm, random events will now award the player produce instead of runes upon completion. They fixed an issue with pathing when trying to enter the keep within the clan citadel. The North Ardougne teleport lunar spells now transport the player to the Ardougne farming patch north of the city. The currency pouch has been reworked to be more convenient to use and has increased the number of favorites available to the player. The South Falador teleport lunar spell now teleports the player to the Falador farming patch south of the city. They've updated the Crimewind quiver to add how many arrows your quiver contains after topping up / picking up arrows. Resetting Skeletal Horror now resets the Completionist Cape teleport correctly. Tool Leprechauns can now refund players 90% of the paid value for unused compost and super compost. Turtle Shell Bowls can now be crafted in batches of 60 instead of 10. Fix the number of cases where the game view may partially freeze or display artifacts. Fix the situation where inventory icons may display incorrect textures or incorrectly display everything as the same item. Fix the crash when minimizing on compatibility mode. Fixed incorrect water rendering on older GPUs or compatibility mode. Fix the case where the world would end up fully in shadow. Fix the case where the world would end up at an incorrect brightness level. Fix the case where objects would end up extremely dark at certain angles. Improve performance of minimizing and restoring compatibility mode. Player picking area tweaked to to be not so wide, reduced RAM usage by approximately 90 megabytes, fixed terrain not appearing on some lower spec Intel devices, fixed an issue with black screens and red mini maps on certain low-end devices, reduced memory and CPU usage of UI systems slightly, fixed a few issues with occlusion culling, fixed a heap memory related crash, fixed a freeze that may occur while loading in map squares, and fixed potential crash on exit or connection loss. And one hotfix that went live in the past week, monsters that don't give any combat XP now won't roll for scavenging or looting perks. And that is it for your main game update in the patch notes. Links to both of those will be down in the description below if you want to go check them out yourself. So go down there and go do so if you choose to. Anyways, if you liked the video, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet and you want to stay updated on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. I am out. Peace.